Hey everyone. So, in today's video, I want to talk about Pokemon ROM hacks, especially since the new game just came out, Pokemon RCS. So I figured, you know what, let me do a Pokemon ROM hack video. Now, like I've talked about in previous videos, ROM hacks are essentially fan-made alterations to original games. So imagine you take Pokemon Red, or even like Kirby Land, for example. You take these games, you might add color to them, you might add a new map in a Pokemon game, you might add different sprites, different all type of things. Anything you can imagine that can fit in a Game Boy cartridge, a Game Boy Advance, and I believe DS, and you also have Super Nintendo. So there are many different type of ROM hacks out there that people do, and a lot of times people do this for free. And it's just a matter of patching the game. Now these patches are very similar, actually the exact same method you would use to patch a game for the Analogue Pocket. So that method is the same. You use like the Luna IPS patch, for example. You can use a website to patch these games. They're fairly simple. You just need to have the original ROM. I usually just dump it from the games that I have using the Epilogue GB operator. That's what I do. It's the easiest way. You just have to save somewhere else. There are other ways you can get these ROMs. I'll let you guys figure that out. So without further ado, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Thank you everyone for who's been watching, subscribing, commenting. It means a lot. You guys are awesome. So let's get into the video. Hey, so real quick, before I start the video, I just want to say this video ended up being just about like an hour long, so I'm gonna split this video into two parts, just so everybody's aware. There will be a second part to this video. I'll be talking about 3 more Pokemon ROM hacks. So let's get into it. Hey, so here's the first Pokemon ROM hack that I want to talk about today. Now this one particularly is a part of a series. This is called the Region series, and just a quick little update on it. And I can mention, like I always do, all these links will be in the description below. All credit goes to the creator of these games. I just want to showcase it to everybody. I want to get as much exposure as I can because these games are awesome. And I believe a lot of people, if you like the Pokemon series, then you will like playing some of these ROM hacks, especially if you like some of the more original, traditional games, like the original 6 games that came out for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So the Region series is a trilogy of Pokemon ROM hacks, known as Pokemon Brown, Pokemon Prism, which is, I'm sure if you're into these type of things, you might already heard of that one, and Region Adventures. The hack was originally developed by Cool Boy Man until 2016, when they, I believe, got a cease and desist from Nintendo. So at that point, they stopped development, and then a new development team took over, and that's it. So as for Pokemon Prism, I'll get more into that one a little bit later on. But we're going to start with the first one of these series. Now, the first one of these series is going to be Pokemon Brown. So here we go. This is Pokemon Brown, and I will showcase this after I just give a quick, background about this. Now, the base game of Pokemon Brown is Pokemon Red. So, like I've mentioned before, the way these ROM hacks work, you take the original game, somebody has created a patch, you do an IPS patch to that game, and that's how it works. So, but there will be a lot of changes. That being said, this is not like Pokemon Red. As you can tell, one of the biggest features we have here is 224 Pokemon from generations 1 through 4. Now remember, generation 4 is past the Game Boy life cycle. So you have generation 1, red, blue, yellow, generation 2, gold, silver, crystal, generation 3 is going to be sapphire, ruby, emerald. That's pretty much it. After that, you're going into Nintendo DS territory. So yeah, the first 4 generations here. What else do we have? Let's see. So you're going to have new Pokemon evolutions, new types, new TMs, HMs, and new moves, a new music track, which is pretty cool, and a post-game quest. So some Pokemon changes you'll see in this specific game is going to be Clefairy and Clefable now have a fairy type. You'll have Poison Gas. So Gas is a totally new different type that's not even original to the main game.
You'll have, what else? Let's see. You're going to have grass and wood. So, for example, Bellsprout is going to be grass, was grass poison. Now it's grass wood. Executor used to be grass psychic. Now it's psychic wood. So, as you can tell here, they're going to have different changes. So, this is where it gets pretty cool because you'll be able to play a game that you haven't played in a new way, for example. Now, you'll be able to get some of the new evolutions, like the Electabuzz to Electrovite. These things you couldn't get in these original games. So you can tell here, there is a long list of things that you can do that were not available in Pokemon Red. So keep that in mind. This is something pretty cool to look at. Okay, you have other changes. Wing attack, base damage was increased. So this is pretty much it for Pokemon Brown, one of the main changes. So let's just show you how the game looks on the Analogue Pocket.
All right. So as you just saw in the previous clip, we're going to do the Region series. So we're going to start with Pokemon Brown. Now I'm using the Easy Flash Junior to play this. Same thing can be done on the EverDrive. And from what I understand, the EverDrive had the new revisions work just fine on the Analogue Pocket. I've heard many different people say that. Now, I haven't heard officially from the creator of EverDrive, but I've heard from other people it works. So that's great for them. Hopefully we'll have a new update for the Analogue that makes all EverDrive work. But for right now, I'm going to be using the Easy Flash to try out these ROMs. So let's put it in and let's turn it on. All right, so here we are. Now I'm just going to go to my ROM hack section. And the first one we're doing is Pokemon Brown. So let's start it up. See how it looks. Now this one, like I've mentioned, is a ROM hack of Pokemon Red. So let's see how it plays. Now this might be in black and white because this game's play black and white on the Analogue. On a Game Boy Advance in color, it would be in some type of color. Here we go. Yeah, it's black and white. That's fine. Let's go to new game. Yep, welcome to a land called Region. It's kind of a cool name. Yeah, that guy wasn't in Pokemon Red, that's for sure. Okay, all right. Race up the box. Here, see how it sounds. It's a basic starting sound. Let's just go for generic name. Okay. Okay, let's see how it looks. So since this is based off of Red, it's gonna be no real-time clock. See how much like red it is. Potion's still there. You just started. Oh, look, you can run. By holding B, you can run. You cannot do that in the originals. Yeah, it's totally different. Wow. Let's, I personally like to do, let's make the text fast. Let's save while we're here too. Now, this would probably look really nice on like a boxy pixel Game Boy Advance or a modified Game Boy Color with a bigger screen, especially with the colors. So I'm trying to figure out how to get colors on these things. Let's see. We're gonna go down here. This is a prequel to Pokemon Prism, which has been very popular. Okay. It looks cool. It's totally different already. I'd have to do a whole run through to really give like a deep dive analysis of the game. But at first glance, it looks pretty good. Looks like a like an official Pokemon game, really. Okay, he changed his name. He used to be Blue, which you didn't even get to choose. So, okay, let's see what we got. Newly hatched, so that's different. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, yep. Okay, what we got? Let's see. Charizard looks a little different there too. Let's do 2 Charizard. Or Charmander, sorry. See how they all look. Yeah, sprites are different. These look like gold sprites. Pokemon Gold sprites. Let's go with Charmander. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure we're gonna do a battle like in the original. Yeah, let's see what this battle looks like. It's probably gonna look just like the original red and blue. Well, who knows? The ROM hack, so anything goes. This is just interesting. Looks definitely different. Yeah, tag sprites are the same, but they actually do look different. They look like the gold version ones. So I would say that part is different. And obviously the whole location, Professor Oak, they're all different. That's what ROM hacks do. And it's crazy, it only takes a couple of seconds to actually apply a ROM hack and totally change how it works. He's almost dead. Lower my defense, come on. Almost there, almost there. Damn. Alright, that's a potion. Okay, and this should finish it off. There we go. Alright. So it's some parts are similar, some parts are obviously different. But I would say there's a lot more different in this ROM hack. It's very cool, especially if you're a big fan of the original first 3 games. I definitely recommend this one. It's based off of Red. So, well, you know what? Let's see what happens afterwards. I like the run feature. It should get you faster. That part was excruciating in the original games, having to walk till you get a bike. What is this? All right. So we're heading to mark it down there. Okay. Yeah, they're all different. That's cool. I like it. Let's save it and let's go to the next one.
Right, so next up we're gonna go back to the Region series. Now the next one, the Region series, is Pokemon Prism. Now this is already a pretty popular game out there. You might have seen this as something that people are trying to sell online. Now, make sure if you're buying this online, it looks good. So now you know when you buy them from them, you're not really supporting the developers in the same way as if you bought Pokemon Red or any of the original games. That's up to you if you want to buy them online. Some of them do have some interesting artwork and a lot of other stuff that would be pretty cool if you're interested in buying them. Now you're buying more of the cartridge, the sticker, the design, and stuff like that. So that's where you might want to buy something. Now you wouldn't want to buy a cheap knockoff, but if you find something you like the cartridge looks good, hey, why not pick it up? I personally like sometimes playing these games on their own individual cartridge. It kind of goes back to the original way you would play Game Boy games. So let's just show you what we have here. That way you can check out the game itself. Real quick, like I was mentioning before, this is something that you can, if you really want to buy this game, look, this is just for cartridge only. Now, what you're really paying for something like this, because this game is free, freely available online. So if you have something like an Easy Flash or even like a knockoff cartridge that you have lying around with like a GB operator, we can upload the game. There are different ways you can get this game. So for example, here's one way you can get this game. If you don't want to go the flashcard route, you just want this one specific game, you can go like on, for example, Etsy. Now, here you're buying mostly the cartridge is what's $27 here, $28. The cartridge looks cool. I can't really speak to it too much. Don't really have it in person, but you can tell they put work into the cartridge. It looks like an original cartridge that they've just changed around. It comes with a box if you wanted to go that route, and it looks pretty good. So, without further ado, let's just go more into the game itself. So here we go, Pokemon Prism. Now, this is a continuation of Pokemon Brown. This is a sequel. And the Pokedex here is 553. They have new types, just like in Pokemon Brown. And like we mentioned before, and pretty much at the end of 2016, it was a cease and desist. So at that point, they stopped making this specific version. But another publisher did continue. Now your starter on this one is a Larvitar. So as you can tell by the box art, the main Pokemon here is going to be, as you can tell, it is going to be Tyranitar, which is pretty cool. So let's see. All right. Let's continue going down the line. Now, storyline, you start off with Larvitar, and I believe you could take over the Pokemon themselves too, so that's pretty cool. And I'll show that more in the actual game itself. Now, they have a new clock system, so which is interesting. It doesn't require the real-time clock battery. So this gives you more options. For example, if you have a counterfeit or a reproduction game, you just want to override with it, and it doesn't have a real-time clock on it, that works perfectly. Or if you have something like EverDrive X5 or X3, you can play this game without having to worry about the real-time clock, because those don't have the RTC attached to it. Only the GBX7 has the RTC with it. Now you'll have new abilities, now new types, but this is not really technically new, considering that some of these were actually in the other one. But sound is new. Now what else we have? New Pokemon. I think they even have new Pokemon in general. See, they'll added the evolutions. This is some of the new Pokemon that they've added. As you can tell, they have the Electrivite, which is also in Pokemon Brown. So they do have stuff. I guess when they mean new, they're adding it from the original Pokemon Crystal, which this is based off of. They did this one off of Pokemon Crystal. So let's go back over here. Now this is the actual website where you can actually patch it itself. So here, as you can tell, this is kind of getting more into the details of the game itself. So let's click here real quick. See if any of these actually work. Nah, I can't really click it. So you can just look at it right here. It's pretty cool. Gives you more background on what Pokemon Prism is. They even have pretty much up-to-date tweets. There's a tweet here. So the developer is Rainbow Devs. Obviously, like I always do, these credits go all to them. I just want to showcase this. So they're pretty active. The last tweet was December 25th. That's about a month ago. So it's not like it's been dead for like a year. They're pretty active. The one before that, okay, that was a while before that. But they're keeping up to date on this. Now, I would say this game's already done, and I believe this won ROM Hack of the Year back in 2017. So this is pretty much a final version. 2017 is as far as it's going to go. Now, that's pretty cool. And you know what? I just want to, from here, I'm just going to show it to you how it looks on the Analogue Pocket.
All right. So we're back. So now we're going to do Pokemon Prism. We're going to continuing off, as you saw with the last clip and the explanations of the game. We're going to continue off of the Rajan series. I'm not going to do the advanced version. I'm going to save that for separate videos when I talk more about the ROM hacks of the Game Boy Advance. This videos, I want to do just the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy ones, since I personally like the way these games look when they play Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, since it fills up the entire screen. So let's go to Prism now. Here we go. It looks like I put it right here. Okay. So now I believe they reworked the real-time clock, so you don't have that issue of needing a battery, which is very convenient. And especially when if you want to put this on a flashable cartridge, or you want to put it on, let's say, if you have one of the older EverDrives, or if you have one of the kind of knockoffs, one from AliExpress, those don't have real-time clock, so this will be beneficial for those games. All right, let's see. Until here, last 2020. Last time it was updated was Ben. Let's give it a shot. This is the latest version. I made sure to download the latest version and apply the patch. Now let's put today's date. Today is, let's go, it's like 2022, there we go. Now it is the 29th. And it is, okay. Okay, so it's by military time. Okay. There we go. Yep. This is totally different starting wise. The music's the same, but yeah, this is different. We'll do a couple minutes of the intro. And if there's anything that people really like and want to see more of, I'll totally do a walkthrough of one of these games. I already did a walkthrough of it's a Clear Crystal or Crystal Clear, and I'll link that below too. So we'll definitely get into this one now. It's talking about what happened in the original red version. It's talking about what happened in gold. Okay, that's cool. It's gonna let you customize your character. You know, that's this guy. Right. You know what? I gotta do green since that's what my name means. There you go. Okay, look, let's you pick a name. Let's do Adam like we did in Brown version. I'm pretty sure that is one of the creators' names, or at least one of their favorite names. All right, so here we are. Looks like you're starting off camping. That's cool. Interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on. All right, running. There you go. So hold down B. Okay. This is your campsite. All right, let's go down here. Let's see what's going on. Now she's telling you not to. Okay. Firewood. All right, let's continue going down. Let's see what we got. What was that? Let's go back. Oh, okay, your path is blocked. All right, let's go down. So you can't go back that way, so you're gonna have to go through this cave. Okay, there's landslide. Okay, let's take this cart. It's interesting. All right, let's see. Now we're in the mine. Okay. Oh, look, here is Pupitar. Oh, no, it's Lavatar. The next one's Pupitar. Okay. Yeah, let's bring him along. And just like that, you got your starter. So your starter is always going to be Lavatar in this game. Let's go through here. From what I heard, you can also control him in some levels. Oh look, this guy does not show up in any of the original 6 games that came out for Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I believe this is a Generation 4. It's cool they put him in. You can tell it's a little different. The way they have him on the screen is definitely not like it was in Crystal. Let's go through here. I just want to go to at least to the part where, you say, at least to the part where you can control Lavatar. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, there you go. Ah, here you are. Now you're controlling Lavatar. That's cool. You're just gonna fight. Yeah, it's interesting. Huh, cool. Alright, so that's pretty awesome. Alright, he destroyed the rock. Alright, that's pretty cool. So there you go. You can control them as well. That's awesome. So let's move on to the next one.
Right, so next up we have Pokemon Super Gold 97. Now here's a website where you can buy the cartridge and already the sticker. Now, you can do this yourself using Easy Flash, like I've mentioned before. If you don't have a flash cart or anything like that, and you physically like them, like if some people like them physically, this is an option you can do For example, they'll have a complete game, which means they'll have a box art, they'll have the cartridge itself, so it's more complete. But let's actually get into the game itself. So this is something is totally free. You can get yourself. You don't have to buy this. But so let's talk about what we're looking at. So Pokemon Gold and Silver Space World 97 demo. So that other game was based off of this demo that was shown back in 1997. So this is an unfinished game of Pokemon Gold and Silver. And I was estimated that about 80% of this was complete and was released for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. Now, they did change this game a lot since then. And since it originally came out, they really changed it.
All right, so next one I want to talk about is the Pokemon Super Gold 97. So let's get into that one. Now this one, like I've mentioned in the clip prior, it's different. Now, this was based off of an unfinished Pokemon demo game back in 1997. So the sprites look totally different than what the final product was. So it was cool that people were able to finish the game and release it to everyone. That way they can actually make it playable. I believe somebody said it was like 80% done, which is kind of crazy considering you couldn't save the game. I have different color palettes. Let me see what it looks like. That's the only color palette. All right. Yeah, that's different. That's different. Here you go. All right. See how it looks. Let's start with Oak. Okay. Yeah, there's a Slowking, which I believe was either Marrow original. I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that. All right, let's continue. All right, yep. Okay, very standard stuff. All right, my name could be Gold. Gold. Oh, look, you get to name him right away. That is totally different. You just have to wait later on. Let's do Silver. Okay, yep. Date and time, sure, it's, what is it? It's gonna be Saturday, and then, okay, here we go. Let's just do 10 o'clock all around. Well, 10 a.m. or whatever. All right, here we go. You ready? Yes, I am. Let's continue. Okay, come on. Intros are always a little slow. So immediately, look at the color. It's definitely a different color than I'm expecting. Let me see if there's a potion in here like usual. Let's just talk about reading email. Okay, so I want to come back and collect Professor Oak. Interesting. So where there's no Professor Elm, that's different. Now they really, I mean, obviously the people here did some changes themselves, but even just looking at the demo itself, it was different than what the final product was. I don't care for brother. That's different. Okay, let's continue going. Yep. Right. Mom comes up like normal. Yep. It's a gear. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes, I know how to use it. Okay. All right, we're going. Come on. All right, yeah. So this is definitely not like how it looked color-wise. Let's get out of the house. All right. Wow, this is not the New Bark Town. It's not that at all. The music's the same for your rival. Okay. I don't know. We'll see what the automatic name is. Okay. I always wonder, I gotta try the demo and see how much of a difference it is. Okay. Who's stopping me? Oh, look at this, Blue. Is his name actually Blue here? Let's see. So here you got, okay, red, blue, and yellow is oak. Now it looks like the blue is the one that's stopping you. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely different. That's the cool thing about these ROM hacks, like I've always mentioned. It's just the amount of new gameplay you're gonna have. It's nuts. You're gonna have a lot of hours of gameplay here just trying out these ROM hacks, especially if you've already replayed the original games countless times. Okay, I just want to at least go to when I choose the 3. I want to show how they all look. Okay, so let's go to the back now. Okay, we gotta choose first. Let's see what we got. Here's the first one. Yeah, that is not Cyndaquil. Okay, that's totally different. Coburn. Interesting. And that was in the demo, the Space World demo too. Okay, and oh, this is the last one. Last one, if I remember correctly, yeah, it looks like Chikorita, but it's called something else, right? Oh no, so they renamed the name here, so it is Chikorita here. Wow, no, the original one was Chikorita. Let's go with the one that was supposed to be Cyndaquil. I'm sure I'll probably do a battle, but you know what, we're just gonna, I think I showed you just the beginning areas. If you want to try these games out, I'll have all the links below. Alright, let's save the game. Just save it here. You get black side, everything else in the back. Because originally you couldn't save the game. And it does have some save issues here and there. But let's go back. Alright everyone, thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, please like, subscribe. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much and have a good one.